Web science is a study of the emergence of a technology and a human practice and human lifestyles around that technology in a mutually reinforcing loop. It's a study of that and its operation and its consequences, and it's a critical reflection on how to engage with that in the future.
Web science is absolutely about the study of the web as an evolving artifact. In the early days of web science, it was described as a discipline, and the phrase ensures the social benefit of the web was used. And I thought, well, that's a bit odd. Biology doesn't have a mission statement saying ensuring the social benefit of the species. And so it's a bit of a political movement as well. But I've come to terms with that because I think the discipline of analogy should be medicine, because in medicine we're looking at the health of the species and understanding how to make interventions relating to the health. And it's also a highly social as well as medicinal pursuit. And I think that as a model of a discipline is how actually I see web science. It's multidisciplinary, it's about the health of the web, it's about the diagnostics, it's about putting in the probes, understanding what's going on, knowing what to do about it. And that's what web science brings us.
Web science is the study of the web as a socio-technical system. It's looking at the impact the web has on society, but just as importantly, the impact society has on the web, on the technology, and how the technology evolves. So it's the web is something that is co-constituted by people and technology.
Web science is about taking a scientific, systems-level view of the web. Can we understand how from these collections of components large-scale web phenomena emerge? Just as in physics, large-scale phenomena are seen from the basic building blocks of nature, from the basic building blocks of the web, people and machines. How do we understand the processes and properties that emerge?
Web science is the study of man and machine, and that's really been the history of people for a long time. You know, we look all the way back to the Stone Age, and it was about human beings using external things to get them forward. And when the web or the internet emerged and that started to form a relationship between these digital machines and human beings, that led to more and more advanced and more intricate and more sophisticated and complicated systems. And I think we're really looking at a movement that is trying to capture and analyse something that is running away with itself in a very exciting but often very scary way, in an area of society that is frankly so young relative to the rate at which other paradigms have emerged. You know, it would be impressive if we can just keep up with it.
Web science in a nutshell, I would say, is the study of how the web evolves and how people interact via the web, and also how people's interactions evolve via web technologies.
The goal of web science is to help us to better understand how the web is impacting society and how society in turn will impact the evolution of the web.
Web science then is learning and understanding the technicalities and how they interact with the companies, the ambitions of the people who run those companies, the understandings and misunderstandings of the technical people, the understandings and misunderstandings of the public, and finally how the great froth of usage that occurs around all these things. So it's essentially a humongous fractal explosion of different topics.
Web science in a nutshell is understanding communication at the global scale.
Web science is really unusual, I think, for an academic area of study because it does take the topic, the web, as its focus, rather than an inherited set of disciplines or an inherited perspective. So we bring together people, academics, researchers, industry partners, people in government who have all different kinds of interest in the web, in its uses for political purposes or as providing new business opportunities or for education. And we bring all those people together and we ask them to understand what the web is, how it works, what it does, how the web is changing the world, and of course really importantly how the world is changing the web. So at the moment we have some really powerful new kinds of assemblages that are coming together, of actors who are really shaping what the web looks like now and what it's going to be like in the future. And web science offers us a way to get to grips with that, to understand it, and to be part of shaping it for the future.